Hello aspirants, hope all of you are doing well. Welcome back to Mains Answer Writing Basics program. In this video, we are going to discuss about the answer approach to the day 5 question on polity. The topic for day 5 is salient features of the Indian Constitution within polity. So this topic, the polity, it comes under GS2 paper. So topic is Indian polity and Constitution. Now we will go through the day 5 question. So the question is as follows. Discuss how the salient features of the Indian Constitution reflect the unique blend of flexibility and rigidity, ensuring stability and adaptability in the governance. So we have studied in polity that Indian Constitution has both flexible features and rigidity features. So it is a unique blend of flexibility and rigidity. So why this flexibility and rigidity in the Indian Constitution has been mentioned, and what is its importance in ensuring the stability and adaptability in the governance system. So the question asks about the salient features with respect to flexibility and rigidity in the Indian Constitution and its impact on stability and adaptability in the governance. So the question is for 10 marks and 150 words. The answer approach to the question is as follows. So first now answerly introduction ಬರಿಬೇಕು. So what should be the ideal introduction? So in the introduction, we should briefly introduce the Indian Constitution, emphasizing its role as the supreme law of the land. So introduction ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನು ಬರಿಬೋದು, ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆನ್ ಸುಪ್ರೀಂ ಲಾ ಆಫ್ ದ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಂತ ಬರೆದು ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಆರ್ ಅಲ್ಟರ್ನೇಟಿವ್ಲಿ we can mention the Indian Constitution is known for its unique blend of flexibility and rigidity, which is crucial for maintaining stability and adaptability in the governance. So ಆ ಥರನೂ ನಾವು ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. So introduction badmele, then we should focus on main content in the body. So what can be the main content? So the main content is mainly on the features of the Indian Constitution, which reflects the unique blend of flexibility and rigidity. So the first feature is ಮೊದಲನೇ feature ಏನಂದ್ರೆ federal structure with unitary bias. As we all know that India is a federal country, even though in the constitution the federalism has not been explicitly mentioned, but Indian Constitution is a federal in structure with unitary bias. So we have to briefly mention the federal features like division of power between center and the states, and states have their own governments with significant autonomy in many areas. So these features indicate the federal features. Then coming to the unitary features or unitary bias, the center has the power to dissolve the state legislature. As we all know that the president rule is imposed by dissolving the state legislatures. So then how it is balances? What is the balancing thing here with federal structure and unitary bias is, with this federal structure and unitary bias, it allows India to maintain unity and integrity while accommodating the diverse regional needs. So the federalism, it accommodates the diverse regional needs, and this unitary bias, it ensures the unity and integrity of the nation. Then the second feature is rigid and flexible nature of amendments. So coming to the rigid nature of amendments, certain provisions in the constitution, they require two-thirds of majority in both the houses of parliament, and in some cases ratification by at least half of the state legislatures. So this kind of amendment, it reflects the rigid nature of the constitution, amending procedure of the constitution. For example, it might be fundamental rights, or it may be an amendments related to Supreme Court. Such amendments that can be made with the help of the 2/3 of the majority, and sometimes ratification by the half of the state legislatures. Then coming to the flexible nature of the amendment, certain features of the constitution, they can be amended by simple majority of the parliament. So the rigidity of the amendment, it protects the core principles of the constitution, whereas this flexible nature, it allows the constitution or parliament to adjust to the changing needs of the society. So this flexibility allows the constitution to adapt to the evolving circumstances while maintaining the core principles. Then the third feature is fundamental rights and directive principles of state policy. So the fundamental rights, they provide a strong foundation for individual freedoms and rights, and these are enforceable in the court of law. Whereas the directive principles of state policy, These principles they guide the state in making policies and laws but are not justiciable nature. So they are not justifiable in the court of law. So there is a balance between fundamental rights and directive principles of state policy, such as fundamental rights ensure protection and justice for individuals, whereas the directive principles they offer a roadmap for socio-economic development. So this reflects the balance between individual rights and collective welfare. So this is concerned with individual rights and this is concerned with collective welfare. So both these aspects of the constitution they balance between individual rights and collective welfare. Then the next feature is independent judiciary. So the independent judiciary it allows for judiciary to go for judicial review. So the through judicial review, courts have the power to review and strike down the laws that are unconstitutional. So this ensures that all laws conform to the constitution. So this allows the judiciary to adapt to the new challenges through evolving interpretations. That means, with the change in time, the judiciary can interpret the features of the constitution and the law in an evolving manner. By that, it can accommodate the diverse viewpoints which are progressive in nature. So, this feature, that is judicial review and independence of the judiciary, it maintains the constitutional supremacy while allowing the legal system to adapt and evolve with the social changes. So then the next feature is emergency provisions. So the emergency provisions like national emergency and state emergency. So these provisions like emergency provisions they are provided and they allow the center to assume greater control at the time of national crisis. So this affects the federal balance. So when the national emergency has been imposed, so at the time of national crisis, so it affects the federal balance, and the state emergency allows for the dissolution of state governments and increase central cover control over states at the time of constitutional failure at the state. So this emergency provisions. They ensure that the Constitution can address the crisis effectively while maintaining a framework for returning to the normalcy. So, amending power we have already discussed. Then the next feature is preamble. So, preamble it acts as a guiding principles. It outlines the values and objectives of the Constitution. Whereas this preamble it is not enforceable, it is not legally enforceable in the courts. However, it serves as a guiding light for understanding and applying the constitutional provisions. In the conclusion, we should summarize the importance of the balance between flexibility and rigidity in the Indian constitution. So, and we should emphasize that this blend has contributed to the enduring nature of the Indian democratic framework. So, this ensures both stability and capacity to evolve with the time. So, this is all about the approach to the answer for the day 5 question. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video, that is day 6. In the day 6, there will be an essay topic. We will discuss the approach to the essay topic of day 6. So, see you in the next video. Till then, happy learning.